Welcome to the EE Weekend Preview Show, where our mission is to bring you the best betting opportunities for the upcoming weekend. We call them free squares, the horses we believe have a significant advantage over the rest of their respective fields. Each week, our expert panel meets. We met earlier today, and we collaborated, and we voted, and we came up with these horses. I believe we have 12 or 13 for you today. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Last week, we gave out 10 horses. 2 of them were scratched, and 4 of them won. 2 of them lost by heads. So we were 70% in the money and 50% win. That's what we're shooting for, actually. We think we can get 50% win on these free squares. Now, we aren't just looking for low prices, obviously. You know, you're going to see some in there, but we are looking for prices as well. But the theme of this show is going to be free squares. We want you to be able to have confidence that you can take a horse, get a free square, so that you can hit your horizontals or your verticals or whatever. So, all right, I'm Scotty McKeever, and my co-host tonight, Alfredo Alfonso. What is going on, brother?
Well, everything good. Well, you know better than me that the weather improved this week at Florida, so we hope that we also continue giving winners. That is the idea. Win, 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 and that is the idea of the show.
That is. So the first race is Okala Rocket, the 7 horse. I'm going to run the race. Let's take a look, and then you and I will talk about this. We had a consensus on this horse that this horse was going to be very tough for a number of reasons. You can see this horse is very fast. Jaramillo jumps aboard, and this horse has since been gelded since the last race, had plenty of time. I love that this horse has had a little bit of a break. I don't like when they geld horses and they come back right away. But there's a major stat that's really big in this too. But you can see the horse is going to have an easy lead, and on the dirt, speed's going to hold.
Yes, for sure. And I believe the GSR is increasing dramatically, and Jaramillo is a very good rider in the front. So I am expecting that Okala Rocket is going to wear the field. I think you are in the same page with me. So this horse could win with a good payout.
So Victor Barbosa is 43% in 46 races over the last couple of years with these first-time out claims. Look, it's a $25,000 purse. He claimed the horse for $16,000. Since gelded the horse, let's take a look at that. You can see down here, Jaramillo jumps aboard. First time Victor Barbosa gelded, and the horse last ran on April 27th. I like that. Plenty of time. And gives the horse. I mean, there is nobody better with first-time out claims than Barbosa. And then also, what does he do? They come over here and they throw the best gate jockey. I mean, nobody gets a horse out of the gate better than Jaramillo. You can see the GSR goes up from 47 to 61. That's a huge jump up and here's the other thing too. This horse has never run on the dirt, but if you look at the GSR Plus tab, this horse wants dirt, and this horse is fast, clearly needs the lead, and dirt holds up at Gulfstream Park. I think that this horse is set to go gate to wire fairly easily. You?
Yes, hopefully he's going to take the lead, and the horses that are competing against him are slower than him, and that is going to be an advantage for Jaramillo to control the pace, and that is going to be the key to win the race. So I'm expecting at least maybe 2-1, 5-2. So, but I think he's winning the race.
Now, I know on the simulator we're showing the 4. You know, we're not showing, but it shows the 4 winning. And maybe you do a cover bet with the 4. The 4 is 0 for 18 though, and we just didn't feel like this is a horse. This horse has burned so much money. We felt like the simulator, you know, maybe hopefully would be off in this race. And if we were to eliminate that horse, you can see that the 7 horse is going to be tough to haul. Plus, being gelded. New trainer, all these things, 37% to win. Look, all systems look good for this 7 horse. All right, we're going to move on to race number 3. We have the 1 horse here. Now, this horse is 8-5 on the odds makers morning line, even money on the EquinEdge morning line, 70% to win. Top EquinEdge pick. Let's run the race. I mean, this horse just looks very, very tough to beat.
Yes, a horse that we believe is a single for all your multi-race wagers, early pick 4, early pick 5, so you can try to get the money in other races. But In this one, use the number 1 as a single.
And by the way, we have a horse for you, very special horse that we want to give you guys. It's going to be on Saturday, so you're going to have to wait for that. That's going to be probably here in the next half hour, 40 minutes. But there is a horse that absolutely love that that I have a special relationship with, so you're not going to want to miss that. You might even get 2 or 3 to 1 as well. So there's Justin. Justin was part of that group, of course. Oldie, me, Chris, Alfredo. And we all met earlier and went over all these horses and came up with a consensus. But we do think the one horse is going to be tough to beat. This horse lost last time out. I don't know what happened. Kind of broke bad. But look at this, though. Here's the thing, Alfredo. Look at the group this horse faced. Was a 64. Today's a 52.
It's a very weak field. It's completely dropping class, so he's going to take the victory here for Edgar Sayas, I believe.
I think so too. Just look at this horse's form, and the horse doesn't need the lead either. But this horse is going to rate behind some horses that, I mean, look at what it's facing. This horse just broke its maiden for $25,000, and it went gate to wire against a 38 group, and it's supposed to face this one horse 64-60 group. I don't see it unless this one horse is bad. I mean, this one horse is going to win by 5 or 6 lengths. Just be sitting back, and Zayas is aboard for Orsino. It looks like the one horse is going to be tough. And yeah. I thought the 5 horse was interesting, pack plays to come from behind when the 6 horse stops and these 1% horses stop. I thought the 5 horse pack plays would be second. So, maybe look at a 1-5.
Yes, completely agree. And the number 1 is a specialist on synthetic, though. He's going to deliver in this race. I'm not looking for any surprise in this race, so I insist the number 1 a single.
Yeah, and this horse also has the top GSR as well. And then Zayas got a chance to ride this horse for the second time. I will say this, for whatever reason, this horse is 0-2 with Zayas aboard, but I just think this horse is too good. This field really came up easy. All right, what do we have next? So we have race number 8. Let's go there. It's good to be with you tonight, Alfredo. What's new over at Gulfstream Park? What are you doing? Catch us up on what you're doing. I know you're doing your Gulfstream Park stuff with Video Hippica as well, and we have in Venezuela. I want to give a big shout out to Venezuela because 23% of our audience that watch our shows, the stretch run, we had 15,000 views not too long ago, maybe a week ago, and 23% are coming from Venezuela. And I can only attribute that to you.
Well, Venezuela, they love horse racing, so the product is very good, and they follow you because of that. And also, I want to take the opportunity. I will do it in both languages very quickly, but now you can pay on PayPal. You can pay using PayPal the plans of EquinEdge. Ustedes pueden utilizar PayPal para suscribirse a EquinEdge y utilizarlo las veces que lo consideren necesario. Así que ya saben, utilicen PayPal. Use PayPal to get EquinEdge.
I couldn't have said it any better.
Yes, of course you can do it.
Okay, Lady Azteca, 6-1 on our morning line, the odds makers morning line.
I think it's the next race, Scotty.
Is it? Let's see here.
It's race 9. It's race 9 or 10, I believe.
We had the 5, didn't we?
No, it's other 5, other horse.
Which one?
In race 9, I think, or 10.
Let's see here.
No deliberation, this one.
Let's see here. I don't see it. Wasn't it Lady Azteca? It's not. It was the 3 horse? No. Which horse was it? I don't know where Chris is. Where's Chris?
The number 5 in race 9.
The number 5 in race number 9. No deliberation. That one for sure. Chris wrote it down. He wrote race 8. Okay. That's right. I remember this horse now. So this horse, look at that. Won 5 of the last 6 races for Peter Walder. Gonzalez won on this horse last time out. This horse looks really tough. And one of the reasons why we like this horse so much is because the 8 horse, who's the top EquinEdge pick drops to a 32 GSR. We just couldn't get down with that. Looks good on paper. This horse is going to get bet, but it looks like no deliberation is going to be really tough to beat. Let's run this race.
No deliberation, Scotty has run 8 times on synthetic and has won 7 times.
Wow.
So this horse is almost undefeated. And when he's coming from behind, like in the simulation, can you see the number 5? He's progressing from the 5th place. Now he's running second behind the number 4. And in the final stretch, he's going to be there with the number 8, according to the simulation, deciding the race.
Well, and both the 4 horse and the 8 horse are dropping in GSR. Now, this horse does look good, but look, it is dropping from a 65 to a 54 GSR. It barely got up here against this. These are a little bit tougher. I mean, the EquinEdge long shot is certainly a player, but we felt as a group that the 5 horse would get a really good trip, and it's 3-1 on the EquinEdge morning line. This horse is also coming off of a layoff, and so the trainer does pretty good with that. But we felt like the 5 was a free square. So all right, that's Friday. Then we had Churchill Downs race 4. All right, let's get there. I can't wait for Saturday, though.
Churchill Downs.
Churchill Downs. Okay. So we like the 1 horse, or correct? Or the 10.
Studio right. Hall, the number 10, the long shot of the system.
Yep. All right, so we'll look at that. All right, it was better for me last week when I'm looking at this stuff here instead of looking at it on this screen and trying to figure this out. That's been harder to read. All right, so the 10 horse is a first-time starter. It's a horse to watch as well. Top win, EE long shot. We thought the 1 was good too, but the 1 on the rail might break bad. And the 10 horse. The interesting thing about the 10 horse is, look, it's got 2 4-star works for Bruno, and then we watched the video of these works, and I mean, this horse is just really nice mover. Studio Hall. We'll look at this. Studio Hall's on the inside, and watch this. And we've watched this horse in some of the videos just improve every single time. You'll want to watch the exercise rider's elbows. On the inside in the black. Look at that. Like, this horse is gorgeous, really nice, smooth mover, trying ears pricked, not even being asked. A lot more horse in the tank. And what we like about it too is the horse draws a really good post, and this horse is going to show some speed for sure. The 1 is a nice horse. You know, there's no doubt about it. If it breaks good out of the gate, it could be tough and show some speed. It's a first-time starter. Bruno doesn't have any information on it, but this horse looks very, very good to us.
And you show the percentage of the trainer of the number 10 with first starters.
Oh, that's right. First time starters, 27%.
27%.
That's right.
That is a very powerful stat. The horse is working well, is fast, and also the trainer is very effective. Christian Torres is riding. Is the long shot of the system. 10-1 in the morning line. This one is a very square in this race.
Yeah, and Christian Torres gets off of the 7 horse to ride this horse. I really like the fact that this horse is the top win percentage as well. So this horse might even go off as the favorite. I'm not going to be surprised. But if you use this horse in your horizontals, then people aren't going to know maybe about this horse until the race comes up. So that could be a good situation for you. So
that is an ideal horse to bet.
Yeah, it sure is. All right. So I think that's it. Chris, you've got race number 8 at Gulfstream Park. The 5 horse, it was race number 9. Okay. So that was off. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We only have 4 horses, Chris, for Friday. Is that correct? Chris Walsh is behind producing the show.
Saturday, Churchill Downs, race 6, number 6.
race 6, number 6?
Saturday.
That's Saturday. Right. We're on Friday right now. I just want to make sure that there's only 4 horses. Was there anybody else you could think of?
I don't have the list here, but he posted this list on the group. So I believe
Yeah.
that is the next one. Churchill Downs, race 6, number 6 on Saturday. We can come back anytime.
Yeah, we can actually go back if we have to. All right, so that's Friday, Saturday. All right, Churchill Downs race 6 on Saturday. Okay, Churchill Downs race 6, the 6 horse. All right, so this horse is 6-5 on the odds makers morning line. So no letters, no notes, no cursing. We get it. We just think it's a free square. It's 3-5, 38%. 5 furlongs on the turf. We just thought this horse looked really good, and that, you know, maybe you're looking for a free square. We're not going to talk much about it. It looks definitely like a free square. It looks very good, tactical, maybe even the fastest horse in the race. So maybe that's a horse that you just, you know, want to key and then go on to some of the others. Some of the other races look difficult, so maybe you can get some prices in those races, but you'll see that it has the 6 horse winning fairly easily. And there is no speed to the 6 horses outside, which is great now that that horse can, you know, see horses to its inside. So that looks like a free square.
Top GSR, top SOR, dropping class, a horse that is a clear single. So as Scotty said, look for prices in other races, but this one is the single for the sequence.
And it already won at this level before, but now it's in for the tag for Wesley Ward. And I mean, this purse is $130,000. If it gets claimed, they get $80,000 plus $130,000. I mean, this horse was in for $50,000. It's had some layoff lines, but 4 races back, so there doesn't really look like that much in here. And we really we didn't really love the 4 horse and the 2 horse in this race. So they were okay, but we thought that the 6 horse looked long gone.
Okay, next race is in a second.
Churchill Downs race 10.
Right.
The 7 horse. So Champlin, whose horse was this? Was this Oldie's or Justin's?
I think was Oldie, and he was explaining, and it's very convincing that this horse is going to control the pace, as you can see the simulation, and this horse is probably holding on until the very end. And he's a lightly raced horse, so look very strong here. Probably he's going to hold more length of advantage in the final stretch than the simulation is showing, but this horse is a must, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a very nice horse. It got through the condition last. Now it's in the non-winners of 3 condition, but it won easily last time. What was impressive is with 9 other horses on the inside, the horse rated, and now draws the 7 hole, and the horse doesn't have to have the lead, but it's going to get the lead. And the main competition for this horse all comes from behind. I think that's what we realized. And so although the simulation has this horse just right there, if you look at the main competition, like the 2 horse, it's not a good breaker, and it's on the inside. I mean, this horse is way too good to be backing up. So we felt like the 7 horse would win easily, and the jockey controls the pace from that post as well. We thought this horse was going to be super tough.
It's likely the winner. Yeah. There are nice horses here, as we discussed, but those horses are coming from behind, and when they appear in the final stretch, it's going to be too late.
Yeah.
Monmouth race 8, number 7.
Monmouth race 8, number 7. All right. Let's see here. Monmouth Park race 8. Number 7. All right, so we have a gold star here. This is the top win, top GSR EE pick. They win 32% of the time. This one's 31% to win. The ROI is a positive 7%. Top EquinEdge pick as well. The jockey trainer combinations, they've won 2 of 3 races. Paco Lopez is aboard. I remember this horse very well. We liked the 3 horse a lot in this race, but what we did like was Paco breaking good. And this horse, look, 3 back, this horse won. And you have to be able to recognize these kind of patterns. But this horse has had some inside posts, and we all believe that this horse really doesn't like being on the inside of horses. And when you look at what this horse did against similar 3 back, outside post, like today, 7 post, tactical speed, and will be tough. I think 7 wins, 6 second place finishes, draws an outside post. 3 horses going to be on the inside. 3 horses, a very good horse. We didn't love the 5 horse because we didn't think there was a lot of pace in this race, and the 5 styles come from way back, and it doesn't really seem to get there very often. So we thought the 5 was beatable. You kind of like this 1 horse, Miss Casey, a little bit, but we at the end of the day, for exotics, yeah, exactly. We thought that the 7 horse was going to be really, really tough, and might even go gate to wire. If not, we'll be sitting off the 3, controls everything with Paco Lopez.
Yes, and you mentioned that Paco is going to be very aggressive. He's not going to allow the number 3 to go away. He's going to be there, and he's going to chase her down. I believe that.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a 7-3 here, and the 5 gets up late for 3rd, and maybe even the 1. So that's what it looks like to me. All right. So we have the next race we have is this is the special one, to me. Belmont Park race number 10. So this is a horse that I bought at the sale using our GSRs. You can see the GSR is a 78, and she's, they think she'll be a grade 1 winner. She won last time out. We enjoyed that 3-1, believe me. It was a 66 group. She won easily off the layoff, and she's now in this $150,000 non-graded stakes race facing the 3-year-olds again. And this is arguably an easier field. She's 36% to win. The GSR is the same. In fact, even a mile is even better, to be honest with you. That's going to be shorter, and she has that speed. I don't know how you catch her. I really don't. Like she's the real deal. And you can see. So I own 5% of her, and picked her out and bought her at the Timonium sale last year. And that was a lot of fun for me. We paid $150,000 for her. John Guarneri is the owner of the horse, and but it was exciting because this is the first horse I bought using the GSR metric and the progeny predictor. And essentially, what the progeny predictor is I can put in a sire and a dam, and it'll give me the GSR grid. And you can see she holds on to win. And if you look at the grid, it's right here on our past performances. And you can see 49 on the dirt tab. Didn't buy her for dirt. Didn't buy her for synthetic. But look at that turf tab. And when you sort it, look at her. I mean, she's just a really nice numbers. And she's Johnny Velasquez absolutely loves her. This, it's still a horse race, but she is, in my mind, and her main competition is this 3 horse who's not bad. But and she faced this horse last time out. Irad was aboard. I remember this, and she had trouble in this race, no question, she did. But now she's getting a shorter distance, and she draws that 9 hole. So I'm still liking our chances of beating her. But the 9's a nice horse. I think the numbers have it right. I think it's a 4-9 cold. Alfredo, you?
Yes, well, you exposed it very well. It's impossible to say it better. And Johnny B, Richard Dutro Jr. So this combination is a top class. Johnny, we know his skills riding the horses at the lead. So I think Makanga is going to wear the field.
Yeah, I think so too. Should be a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait. That's going to be exciting. I can't wait for Saturday. Okay. Chris, we got Sunday now. You got it. You send it on the WhatsApp. Do I have that yet?
I have here Woodbine race 5, number 4. I don't know if we cover it.
We're at
Woodbine race 5, number 4.
Where? In Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Woodbine. Let's see here. Race 5. Yeah, we do. Okay, this is a big favorite again. Well, not again. We've got some prices, but this is a big favorite. she's tactical. She's got a big GSR compared to the rest of the field. Big win percentage, 4-5 EE morning line, and
coming back to turf, coming back to the distance that she likes. It's a clear single here.
yeah, the third call she took the lead. She looks dominant here. Again, we're giving you what free squares, and so we think you can single this horse and move on to the other legs. You can see here what she did. She broke her maiden against maiden special weight easily while breaking 12th on the turf. Then they decided to put her on the synthetic. Sprinting. Okay. GSR drops. SOR goes up, of course, facing winners for the first time. Now is facing easier, in fact, and goes on. So everything is going in the right direction. The SOR is going down, meaning you're facing easier competition than what you did last time out. The win percentage is going up, and the GSR goes significantly up 13 points. Those are all things you want to see, and then the simulator has the horse winning by 3 lengths. So there we go. 4 at Woodbine, race number 5 is a free square.
Sure. I think we are getting more info Sunday.
Okay. Do we have Sunday yet?
Gulfstream Park, race 11, number 6.
I remember this horse. All right, Pet Me. Let's run this race.
Pet Matt.
Okay. We didn't love the 9 horse. The 9 was dropping big in GSR, and we didn't like the post, although we felt like the 9, could get carried out wide in the first turn. But the 9 was a fair horse. We also thought the 1 horse on the inside, even at only 4%, could run decent. But at the end of the day, it looked like the 6 horse, especially if you count on maybe the 9 horse not having the best of trips, and maybe not loving the GS or loving the synthetic. You actually kind of like the 8 horse a little bit as well, but this horse just has a problem breaking. Going on the synthetic for the first time. This is a very nice horse, but it just doesn't break good. It's going to draw wide. But I say that only you might want to just cover yourself or whatever. But we just felt like this horse, who, by the way, I have a note here on this horse, ironically, was best horrible trip. Horse broke from the 3-hole here at 5%, ran like this. Now jumps on the synthetic. GSR maintains. Horse is bred all day long for this synthetic too. Jesus Rios is aboard for D'Angelo. This horse looks really tough. Any other points on this horse you can think of?
No, the trainer, Jose Francisco D'Angelo, is having a great year. So I believe this horse is ready to deliver. And this group is a weak group. And as you mentioned, the number 8 that looks like the enemy is a slow horse. The number 9 has a GSR that is very low for the race. So the number 6 looks strong, look like a free square.
And here's the thing too. What's interesting is the horse you kind of liked a little bit at the 8, but Rios gets off of the 8 to ride the 6 horse. I'm pretty sure that was his decision. Yeah. And so we really like this horse. We think this horse is coming to its own. Second off the layoff, had trouble in that February race. So 6 horse, Pet Matt, free square.
Okay, let's see. Now
we've got Churchill Downs race 1.
Exactly. Redeposit number 6.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, oh yeah, we like this horse a lot. This is a gold horse to watch. 3-star, top pace, top win, top SOR, top GSR. Gaffleon gets off the 2 horse. That's the top EquinEdge pick. The GSR is the highest on this 6 horse. They're putting the horse in for $100,000 claiming price, but Gaffleon jumps aboard. Foley's going to win his second race here. All systems look go on this horse.
Yes, looks very strong in this race, and the other horses has more cons than pros. So I believe the number 6 is going to deliver. By the way, Scotty, Oscar, say hello. Hola, Oscar.
Hola.
Oscar.
Hola, Oscar.
Buenas
noches.
Así que agradecido por su sintonía. Thank you very much for watching us. And as I said before, Scotty, Oscar, puedes registrarte en EquinEdge utilizando PayPal. Ya con PayPal puedes pagar cualquier plan de EquinEdge, el diario, el mensual, el del fin de semana, el que te interese. Scotty habilitó el PayPal en EquinEdge. You can use PayPal to pay your subscription at EquinEdge.
So, the 2-horse was claimed for $50,000 from Bogle, and Bogle's is 0 for 2. Taking this horse from $50,000 to $100,000. I know it's got 2 second-place finishes, but this horse just seems way too classy. Look at this. Look at the bullet work here. 1 of 44, 2 of 29 here, and Bruno gives this horse, went easy in the lane. That's important. This is really important to see that. To at least you don't want to let it influence you, but you want it to be part of your handicapping. For me, it's just I only want to know that this horse is doing good, and there's nothing here in the workouts, Bruno's notes, that tells me this horse isn't doing good. And I think we'd be remiss if we at least didn't watch and just see how this horse is moving in the mornings. Let's take a look.
Yes, the workouts that EquinEdge is offering to their users is spectacular. So it's easy to try. You can try with a free user.
This horse is just moving easily. Wow. I mean, I that's it's not a world beater, but there's nothing wrong with the way this horse is moving. Never being asked. That's a really nice workout. By the way, you guys, Chris is doing a coaching class tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Just go to EquinEdge.com and you can join. Matt Miller is going to be in that coaching class, the BCBC champion of 2021. He bet $33,000 to win on Knicks Go. You guys remember Knicks Go? And wasn't Knicks Go a New York bred? I don't remember, but I thought it was a New York bred. Maybe? No?
I'm not sure. Well, maybe.
But I mean, remember, Knicks Go had one way of going, and that was straight to the lead, and that was it. But anyways, there's the who's who of handicapping that's going to be in that coaching class tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's free to do so. Go to EquinEdge.com and check that out. All right. Also, you can sign up here.
With the number 6, Scotty, this duo, Gaffalione and Greg Foley.
Yeah, the jockey trainer combination, they're 21%. Look at the other jockey trainer combinations. 0 for 7 on the 2, 0 for 7 on the 7. One race win in 11 tries with Brendan Walsh and Torres. The 6 horse looks like the real deal. All right, that looks like a free square to us. Let's head up to race 7.
Number 3.
Okay, this was an interesting horse because it's only 4% to win, but it's going to have an easy lead early, and then the system's going to have the horse backing up. But we're going to talk about that as to why we still felt collectively that this horse was a free square. But look, this horse wants the lead and is going to get the lead. And it's also the EquinEdge long shot, which we liked. And it's going to end up on the simulator losing by about 4.5 lengths. And we're going to take a look why we still felt like this horse was going to go gate to wire. So second off the layoff, first of all, it's going from a 56 SOR to a 50. And it's going from a 50 GSR to a 61 GSR. So all the areas you want to see are going in the right direction. And
his only victory at 7 furlongs. His only victory
was at 7 furlongs
Churchill Downs.
At Churchill Downs against a 48 group, was only 13% that day and won by 10.5 lengths. I mean, this horse looks really good. I don't think that horse wanted anything to do with turf. I really don't. Like but this horse is getting easier competition. Look, you can throw out the last 2 races, and the horse still had the lead at the stretch off the layoff, a long layoff, by the way, too. But look, it lost by 28 lengths. It couldn't get the lead. That was a 62 group. Throw it out. And then 56 group with the stretch, a length. We think this horse is going to run a huge race and on Sunday. it's also, what's interesting is it's not only the EquinEdge long shot, but it's a silver horse to watch, and it's a negative 2% ROI. And look at these horses; they win 14% of the time. So let's move this horse up to 14%, because that's essentially what it is.
And is you can say that it's a free square that is a long shot at the same time.
Yep. Exactly. So we're not just giving favorites for sure. I don't know. It looks like a really good weekend. Of course, I'm looking forward to Macanja running. She's a nice horse. She's honest. She's fast, and it looks like she's got an easier group than what she had last time. So I'm super excited to watch her run. Let's re-look at this race here, race number 10 on Saturday with Macanja, and this 9 oversubscribed, had a really troubled trip against her last time out, but doesn't have a lot of speed, as you can see. Now draws the 9 hole, cutting back from 8.5 to 8 furlongs only benefits Macanja in this situation. But again, I think you can do an ice cold exacta here, 4-9.
If Johnny B is able to control the pace, it's going to be very tough to catch her.
Oh, they aren't fast enough for her. She's the real deal. I mean, look at her pace number. She is naturally just fast, and Johnny loves her, absolutely loves her. I think they caught a really good spot here. The SOR, look, it faced tougher last time out in that optional claiming. And if you're wondering what happened in this grade 3 race, nothing happened in this grade 3 race, the 2-3 race. She just didn't relax early, and we lost by 2.5 lengths. In this race, she had an issue, and they fixed the issue. She came back. She ran huge. She's doing fantastic right now and facing easier. So we fully expect her to run a huge race. You guys, we're adding more shows and more shows. I have a show tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. with 2022 NHC champion David Harrison. So you're not going to want to miss that. That's the road to the NHC, where we show you, how to qualify for the, NHC. It's just an amazing event. Something if you do it once, you'll never want to stop. And so we show you how to do that. We go over the picks for the not only the qualifier, but the feeder, $18 feeder, 6 races in about an hour and 10 minutes. So we go over that with you as well. Okay, so not going to want to miss that. It's really going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to that tomorrow morning too. Alfredo, really good to have you on and with me on our second show here on Weekend Preview.
Yes, I hope that I am going to be around for the next shows. And also don't forget that I am doing my video hípico, the key horses from EquinEdge, in English and also in Spanish for both audiences. So I will do it during the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, giving very good information using this marvelous handicapping tool that allow you to handicap as you see. We did it just now, like 12 free squares in less than half hour. And those are bets that are likely winners, each of them.
For sure. Chris, is there any way you can get me a list and then I can post this on my Twitter? We can post all these picks as well, so everybody has that. We got this same last week, where people were asking if they could have an overview on this, even on the even on YouTube for that matter too. So we need to be able to give this to everybody so they can see it. Is there a good way of doing that? Let me bring Chris on. Chris, what is the best way we can get this information to people? Are you able to post it on YouTube, or what? Maybe that's a good way to get people to subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking on the bell as well.
Yes, what we'll do, Scotty, is I'll compile the list, make sure it's accurate. We did have one error there, so if you watch PTI, that one's on me. I had race 8 on the list, but it was race 9, so we got that squared away. We'll post it on the chat here on YouTube. We'll tweet it out from EquinEdge. Oldie and I will tweet it out. Justin will tweet it out. You'll tweet it out. It'll be out there. We got a list. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 horses this week. So hopefully 10 of them run. And we'll shoot it out there. We'll also drop it into the WhatsApp chat for the folks that follow us there. You can find that on either hit me or Oldie up on Twitter. We'll have to get you in. And
is there any way we can? Are we able to post this? I think we can, right? Post this on YouTube as well.
Yeah, we can. We
Okay.
we can do a short video. Oldie and I will work on that in the morning or later tonight.
Okay.
On there. Sure. Well, we can do a short for that.
Okay. That way people don't have to watch the entire thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
We'll give it to them in one shot, just like we did last week. But we'll make sure it's out there on all of our different socials. And
maybe a good idea, Scotty and Chris, is to do a short. A short is a 60-second video where you can share all this information, because you can put it there and do a brief explanation of, not about each horse, but about the mechanism to get the horses.
That's actually not a bad idea. What we can do is we can create a link where we can do literally maybe a 5-minute video of just going over all the horses, not into detail, but just all the horses in order, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in order. I think that might be a good idea, and we can post that. So why don't we create a StreamYard link for that, and then we can also send that StreamYard link out to Twitter as well, and then they could be a 5-minute video to watch the overview. What do you think about that?
No, that works. We can do that pretty quickly.
Okay.
We'll do that, and we'll get Oldie Jr. to help us get the technical stuff there out of that video and get it out there. So perfect. Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yeah,
we got 12 good races here. I think we're going to have a bunch of winners. We did well last week. We were 4 for 8, 50% winners, and 75% in the money. On those 8 races, it was $19 and change if you bet $2 to win on each one. So not too shabby.
All of us, listen, I bet every one of our plays, and won money. I didn't, but I bet some to win, but I was doing exotics and exactas and things like that too. But I keyed every one of those horses on top. I didn't even put them in. I'm like, I know these are I felt it last week when we were going over those horses. I'm like, this concept, the way we're doing this, the way we all go over and the horses and I mean, we left out 5 or 6 horses as well, and poor Oldie. I don't know what it is. I always hate his horses.
I know, and the ones we left out all won. But I will tell you, of all the races we did, I doubled down on all the ones that I had, and I was undefeated. So.
Yeah, you did. Mine were undefeated as well, by the way.
They were, and we had a big discussion last week, Scotty, because I came to you with a 62.50 race at Hawthorne, and you were like, "What are you doing?" And then we talked, for probably too long about it. And he was like, "All right, you know what? I'm on board." And that was the biggest winner we had. It was 2-1. So
it was. Well, to be fair, I gave out a first-time starter that was 6-1, and it got bet down to 2-1, right? But thank you, Dave, very much. Great work you're doing on Twitter as well, brother.
And by the way, Dave's going to be on with us tomorrow night with myself and Matt Miller. We're going to go over a little bit in the beginning about his book, A Better Way of Thinking, which you all should read. And we don't get anything out of that, so we're not pumping that for money. We're just trying to get people the knowledge and everything to look the way.
That's the biggest thing, right? That's the biggest thing. We have some really big things going on. Oh, by the way, we just sent out a tweet on this, but we are releasing the simulation, this race simulator, that is being released at the end of the month. So, yeah.
It's going to be released at the end of the month, Scotty, but I will remind our viewing public, I'm going to flip over here right now, because we sort of made a side deal, right? Oldie and I, with you, is that we're not really going to release the race simulator until we hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're 90 away. So
we're 90 away.
We know.
If you're not, it's literally right there in front of you. You just click on the bell and you'll get notifications on the shows, you guys. So if you aren't following us, please do, so we can do that. But that would be a great milestone as well. Also, I've got news. Did you see? I need to show this, you guys. Yesterday.
Oh, Churchill Downs.
Yeah, watch this. Watch this.
Just start here. Go to the ticket generator. Go to the ticket generator and put in a $4 budget.
I don't think we need. No. Watch. Is it? Can you put in 50 cents?
You can.
0.50.
Did I get it at 50 cents? I know I got it at $4.
They're all legs. Let's try that. 50 cents. Okay, here we go. The 3 wins the race. Top Scotty pick. Next race, 3 wins the race. Top Scotty pick. Next race, the 4 horse pays $8.36, wins the race. Next race, the 1 horse pays $9.74, wins the race. And it used the 2. It used the 2 instead of the 4. The Top Scotty pick though did win the race, paid $12.36, and that for a 50 cent or a $1 ticket in this case. Let's see. Hold on. If I play $1, what the hell is it going to do? Hold on here.
I know it keeps it at 4 because there were people in our chat that played it for $4 that hit it. Does it get it at $1?
Let's see.
Well, not 100. It's definitely going to get it at 100.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if it doesn't grab it. It adds the 6 in that leg there, but
it's $4, Scotty.
Is it 4? Okay.
Trust me, Oldie and I are nerds. We do this.
I know. So it added a couple of horses. About $4, it paid $500 and something, didn't it? Let's see here, $513.77. But nonetheless, okay. Let's just keep going on this though. I want to show. It won the first 5 races. Okay, the Top Scotty pick. The next race, the second pick beat the long shot.
Mm-hmm.
The favorite, the 8 horse, stumbled at the start. So
what that exactly pay? What that exactly pay, Scotty?
Huh?
Go back a race. What that
It paid $18 because when we hit the first 5 races, I bet none of them, and I'm like, that's enough. I'm going to bet every one of these, and I bet this 11-8, and it paid $18.20 or something like that. $18 for $1. And okay. So that's the second pick. The first 5 races, the top pick. Now watch the final 4 races. Top pick, or 3 races. Top pick. Look, it's not like they were favorites. This horse paid $12.60.
Yeah,
like, it's insane.
Yeah, the I believe the late pick 4 was second pick and then 3 top picks.
Yeah. I mean, it's just look at. It probably sounds like I'm selling. I'm really not. Like I've been a horse player since I was 18 years old, and
look at Bluegrass Dan. He's not wrong here. I started a low limit too, Bluegrass Dan, because
and then build out from there.
And you build out from there.
Yeah.
Depending on how many horses you have will depend on what number I'll use. But that is a really good strategy when you're like using the ticket generator and building things out.
Yeah. For sure.
We had people that hit the late pick 4, pick 5 today at Churchill on $4 or $6. No, sorry, it was a Delaware carryover today, and the ticket generator gave them stuff at $6 and $8. So,
by the way, this is another thing. The ticket generator that's up right now is new.
Mm-hmm.
We released it today, so. You'll notice that it's not traditionally just using win percentages anymore. You're going to see a lot more. Look at Belmont today, by the way. Belmont was a pretty darn good day. The first race, the top pick, the 19% horse, second top win percentage, won the next race. Top pick. Look at this. This is an ice cold. It's only 5 horse field, but it is an ice cold trifecta that paid $1.62 for 50 cents. The 1 horse won over the EquinEdge long shot. That probably paid pretty well. $24.70 for $1. That's not bad. And then the top pick look at ice cold trifecta for the 3 horses, small field. 310 exacta box in here. And this horse went off at 6-1, paid $15.40. Really, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's super, super consistent. These are the new Scotty picks. Look at this. This was crazy. 5-1 in the EquinEdge morning line. A horse to watch. 28% to win. Went off at 11-1. Paid $25.20. That was our top pick. Over a price play, by the way. who was the second top win percentage. That exacta for a buck, 62.50.
Nice.
Right.
Oldie today qualified for a BCBC contest with the Horse Players Happy Hour. So he's in for on I think Saturday or Sunday, and my guest from our chat as well, who is the top qualifier for that. Bill, here's the book. Let me get rid of this so you can see everything. It's called A Better Way of Thinking by Matt Miller. If you go to abetterwayofthinking.com, spell it with an O or an E, and you will get there. And you can order the book from there. He will be on with me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I will put that link back up here. Let me just do a quick check and make sure we're not completely sold out. We got just 7 spots left, folks. So if you want to learn some good betting strategy and how some of these elite tournament players and just how they focus on the game and their approach to it, which is wildly different than a lot of different people, but it's good content. I think you will enjoy it. We'll be on for probably an hour and a half and look at some races this weekend. But Scotty, good show tonight.
Yeah, it was good. Thank you for your work. Let's get this stuff posted wherever we can on YouTube as well. Thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate it. Big shout out to Alfredo for his good work as usual. You can catch him on Twitter as well, because he does a really good job giving his spot plays in both English and Espanol. And then tomorrow morning with NHC champ 2022 champ David Harrison, me and him it's a 3.5 hour show going over the NHC qualifier and feeder for tomorrow. So Chris, thanks again. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow morning. Thanks.
Good night, folks.
Good night.